Hi everyone and welcome to Sultan Sanctuary NG Plus walkthrough. This is part 8 and we are still on the red hole of cages because in the last chapter after I killed the boss I fell and I lost all my salt, which we're going to regather there. This is a thing that's different. I didn't explain. When you die and a monster doesn't kill you but you fall, from a high place, the game is gonna spawn a special monster that you just saw there, just kind of like flying creature, and you have to kill it. The flying creature is not really dangerous unless you're doing assault level 1 or something like that, I imagine, but it's really weak, so you just go and kill it and you regain the salt. But this is a cute little system. I haven't explained all the systems that actually are not explained to you in the game. If an enemy kills you and well, it takes your salt, the enemy takes your salt itself and it becomes twice as strong. So imagine that an enemy has like, I don't know, imagine like has like 150 hit points. Well, when it takes your salt, it's going to have 300 health points, so it's gonna take you twice as many hits to kill it. That's really important. I think it's not explained anywhere in the game. Yeah. So there is a ring. There is a special ring. I don't remember the name, but if you're wondering if I told you that each time you like fall from a high place or you get hit by an enemy, your complete health bar diminishes, and yet that kind of scares you. There is a special ring in the game that kind of does what the ring in Demon Souls did. When you were in soul form and you kind of had a little HP compared to human. And you could equip this ring, the cling ring. That's right, the cling ring, that gave you more HP. Well, it's kind of like the Sultan Sanctuary cling ring. So you can equip it, and each time you get hit or you fall from a high place, it's actually not going to diminish so much your total health bar. But to be honest, I don't know if it's really worth it to occupy a slot with a ring. With that ring, unless for the final boss, since the final boss is going to kind of make you do some long jumps that are going to wound you. That's kind of, at the beginning I thought that's kind of cheap. I mean, why the game wants you hurt before you face a final boss? And then I understood it's part of the I think it's part of the lore, it's part of the story, and it's really cool actually. The ability that the game tells you you're going against one of the hardest bosses in the game, and you're gonna get hurt right before arriving at the boss arena, because there is no way that you can land on the boss arena without getting hurt once. So your H bar is going to diminish. That's kind of cool. I kind of like it because the final boss is mostly one of the fairest boss in the game. Yeah, definitely one of the fairest. So fair actually that I practiced it a lot and I didn't know damage. And this is NG Plus, by the way, and I did it naked. Naked in part because I wanted to roll faster. This is one of those games like Souls, when if you are all equipment gives you a burden. So if you actually take out all your equipment, you're gonna roll a lot faster, but you're gonna take a lot of damage. I mean, I fought him naked and I didn't know damage, and it's not easy, by the way. It's gonna look easy, of course, but it's not easy at all. But it was a lot of fun. I think it gave me a lot of practice to my salt level 1 that I might do someday later. I would like to do a salt level 1 on this. It's kind of interesting. this is a really hard game, and the wounding with the soul level 1 could be one of the hardest challenge in games nowadays. Actually, yeah, this will be really challenging in soul level 1. And it's not a gimmick that I keep saying Salt level 1, it's just the name, it's Salt and Sanctuary. And yes, it's part of the story. The game has a story, guys. I haven't spoke about it too much. I don't kind of want to spoil it. It's not a really complex story, but it's kind of like a sad kind of story. Interesting though. It's definitely worth to check it out, to read the item descriptions and to do everything that you do on a Souls game. They put up a lot of effort in the story, guys. They did, and it's kind of like a story that you kind of rebuild yourself in the same manner as the Souls games. So it's not that the game is actually going to explain it to you, but it's not really that obscure either. It's not as obscure as the Souls games and stuff. So that was a rough cut, because I just show you a path to go to the Sunken Keep shrine from Hager's Cavern, and now I'm going to show you the way to progress to the game, and we're gonna fight a boss. I think we fight one boss, right? Or two. We might fight two, I don't know. But at some point in this video or the next one, I'm gonna actually kind of watch it and tell you what happens. A lot of walkthroughs will tell you that you go through a certain direction now and just face a boss that is in this area. Almost every walkthrough that is on the internet, that is a walkthrough with the progress route of this game, will tell you go and fight the boss of this area now. I will actually say no. I will actually say go and get the other brand. Go and get the next brand. Go and fight another boss, and then come back and fight this one. Because when you come back and fight the boss of this area, it's gonna be twice as easier. The boss in this area is kinda hard if you are running with a build with no shield. And I would really recommend going to another area and fight another boss, and you're going to see me do exactly that in this video. So I already finished the walkthrough, by the way. It sounded like I finished, you know, when I said I beat the final boss. So I kind of want to make a summarize of things that I actually what's my opinion on the difficulty, I guess. That will be the thing that I want to talk about. I think the difficulty on this game is not exaggerated by any means. If you are a veteran of Souls games, if you played Demon Souls or Dark Souls, any Dark Souls or Demon Souls is way punisher. It punishes you way harder than any other Dark Souls. So if you play Demon Souls, you're all set to play this game. If you play any Dark Souls, you're all set to play this game. If you haven't played any Souls game and you wanna just, you know, you like platformers and you like challenging platformers and you wanna get in on this game, it's not as challenging as something like a Mega Man game, you know, really old school. The game has a lot of checkpoints. Usually if it is a kind of difficult boss fight, you're gonna get a checkpoint that's really close to the boss. It's not unfair in that regard. It's not gonna make you walk back to a boss fight and maybe die on the run back, you know, and stuff like that. It's not that it's not that kind of difficulty. It's more of the difficulty that you have to learn how to play to get better at the game, but you have ways to make the gameplay simpler, like I explained on the advice video. Just equip a big shield, equip a big sword, you know, and go to town, or level up, over level and farm salt and just destroy everything. I guess you can do that exactly that in any of the Souls games. But I think the Souls games are a little more difficult than this. If I would compare, I think this is easier. And the way this is easier is because that's the door to progress to the next level. I'm kind of showing it to you. This is not the pathway to the boss fight. I think now we're gonna go straight to the boss, or I'm going to show you the next area boss. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't really remember. So yeah. So what else? What else would I like to say about the game? Well, there are a lot of other mechanics that are not really explained. There is a parry mechanic that is exactly like a Souls game. You have to parry at the moment that the enemy is going to hit you. There are pistols in the game that also has a parry mechanic close to Bloodborne. There are what else? You know those lamps? I don't know if you're going to know what I'm talking about, but maybe in the next boss fight I'll bring it up again. But those lamps that kind of signify that you're going to fight a boss fight. There is a kind of lamp with a lot of candles on it. That's actually a mechanic. If you check out the lamp with the candles, or the candelabra, I don't know how it's really. I don't know what the fuck it is, but sorry about the noises, by the way. If you check it out and you see like 1 or 2 candles or 0 candles lit, or full candles in the whole candelabra, that means that a lot of people were successful with that boss fight. That's exactly what it means. It's an online feature. If you're playing online, which you should, usually you're playing online with the PlayStation, right? Because it's connected to the internet. And the game just kind of plays online. But yeah, it's going to have that feature. It's going to be candles lit, and you can actually check out how many people defeated that boss. And I think it's on a timer. It resets like I think it's 24 hours or 48 hours, something like that. Each 24 or 48, I'm not sure. It resets, and you know that it just shows the progress that people made with that boss fight. For example, I reached an optional boss at some point, and there was no candle lit on that boss. So here I'm going to show you the disembowel. See how many candles that there were lit there. Actually, I'm not gonna show you that. Right. I'm gonna actually do what I told you. That way is to the boss. I want to show you just how to get to the area boss. But we're gonna follow this pathway here, from the shrine at the end, where the sunken boat is, and the two huge kind of pyramid spider's head, sort of. You just follow this way, and we're gonna end in the Cigarette of Dust, I think, or the Far Beach. I don't really remember. We're gonna check it out. And there are also stagger mechanics that I didn't explain. There are every weapon has stagger in it. Some weapons have better stagger than others. It actually doesn't depend on the type of weapon, if it is, bigger or smaller. It depends on the damage and the base damage of the weapon. It can stagger more quickly. For example, with the dagger, it would take a lot of time. But with a hammer, for example, Fort Beyond the Mire. Okay, I think we're gonna desecrate another sanctuary here, but I will actually advise that you follow this. If you're following this walkthrough for some reason, follow this advice. Go and fight the boss that I'm going to fight in the next video, I think, or in this one. I don't know if we'll make it in this one, but in the next one. And follow this path, and then go back to the cave and fight the disembowel husk, because the disembowel husk is so much easier if you do this first. So So yeah, there are also bow and arrow mechanics in the game, and they kind of you can actually point them. It's not like a fixed position, upper, middle, and low. You can actually aim with the bow, and it's kind of fun. It's tons of stuff in this game. I'm gonna like repeat myself over and over, but $17 for a game like this. I hope they're doing good with the game. The people at Ska Studios. I hope they really are doing well with the game, because they deserve it. The game is fun. It's fucking fantastic. For an indie game, this is high quality. Like this is on par with huge fucking games like Pillars of Eternity and stuff like that. I know. I mentioned like the best indie game maybe, at least in my opinion, that ever come out of Kickstarter. But this didn't come out of Kickstarter actually. I think Sony put the money and helped the people in Ska Studios. Yeah, we're gonna desecrate another sanctuary here, which is kind of dangerous because I ran sorry for a long time, and now I don't have to. I can't die because I have to run. I have to do the run back all over again. So yeah. So like always, each time we desecrate, we have to fight two sets of spawns, each one more difficult than the other. At the point that I am in the game, that is, I already finished the game. I read somewhere that the game was going to give you new items in New Game Plus, or new rings and stuff like that. And that's actually not true. I can confirm myself. That's actually not true. There are no new items or new rings on New Game Plus. The only mechanic that actually is available is that the game is a lot harder. And now I'm on New Game Plus 2, and I might try New Game Plus 2. I don't know. I might, if I have time to replay this game, I might begin a Assault level 1. Yeah, I think I will do that instead of starting a New Game Plus 2. But to be honest, at the time I'm recording this, we are 3 days before the release of Dark Souls 2 International. So guess what I'm going to be playing? Yeah. So this is kind of like, this was like the month for Souls games in my channel actually. Now that I think about it, we did a permadeath of Dark Souls, we did a permadeath of Dark Souls 2, we did a permadeath, or an ongoing permadeath rather, of Bloodborne, and we would have done a permadeath in of Demon Souls too, but I just can't play it because I don't have the PS3. And on top of that, I understand that I have to buy an HDMI decoder or something like that, because the PlayStations have some problems with recording software, or hardware rather. Well, whatever. We desecrated another sanctuary, and we're gonna see each other in part 9, where we're gonna fight the boss fight of this area, guys. See you around.